This is the Plantation by Gamer Designs. It's 81.48 megabytes to download, and it says, get ready to experience unlike ever before on a tree farm in the United States. The terrain is fairly smooth with some rolling hills. The Plantation supports all productions that are available and will offer the ultimate forestry and farming experience. This map includes 10 fields, 31 purchasable lands, main river and small lake for fresh water, full of all the in-game collectibles, includes one sell-all point, sawmill production, grain elevator and chip sell point. Map is based in the US with normal seasons, and some ditches fill with water during rainy weather. So let's go and check it out. So here we are. This is where you start off in all three game modes, and this is the map, guys. If we zoom out, there it is. So we are down here, which we'll talk about that area in a second. I'm in new farmer mode, and we start off with all that, which to be fair is quite a chunk of land. So this area here is all sort of like down by the shop, and we've got the sawmill and a fuel tank just down there. We own these two sell point areas. We've got the animal dealer there, and then this is kind of like our main farm. So we do start off with all these fields. They're not huge fields, but they're not bad, and it's pretty good that you get all of them. We've got farmhouse, silos, things like that going on, horse pasture, and then we start off as well with this chunk of forestry up here. We do own all the sort of tracks as well. Now these are all separate to buy, including the field. So let's start off actually with the shop area. That actually takes in all the tracks and this sell point over here. So if I click on that, just about see it highlights the shop area and all the tracks, but everything else after that is all separate. So that is a separate price for 10 grand. Animal dealers 25 grand. This forestry area just over 95. And then, like I say, it is all separate up here. So if I click on that, that is all just the outside of these fields, including the area where the farmhouse, etc. is. Just shy of 59 grand. Field 1, 16,000, 5,000 for 5, 23 for 2, 21 for 4, and 9,400 for field 3. That area, I didn't say actually. 185 grand. There is some more fields over here that does have a water tank there, a Karma 16 and a small petrol tank. You can use those things without owning that land, but if you want to, obviously you can own it. Again, it's all separate, so the land around the fields with there's a farmhouse there as well. I'll talk about that when we get to it. 298,000 just over, and then the fields are all separate like so, which aren't too expensive, to be honest with you. You can pretty much own the whole of the map. The forestry areas, they vary, as you can imagine. 366, 587, so some of them are a little bit pricey, but as you can see, they are split up into chunks. There's two little areas down the front there. You can even own the river like so. So you can pretty much own the whole map. Very nice indeed. In terms of other things, there is 100 collectibles on here. They are the toys from like Elm Creek. Don't start off with any productions. Now there is contracts available, but they are only available on those other fields that we don't own in new farmer mode. If you come on here and farm, manage and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land at all, which I'll go into a little bit more detail in a second. And it did offer me a contract on the fields that you own in new farmer mode, if that makes sense. So when we get up to the map menu, I'll talk that through you again in a second. We do start off owning a horse pasture. There's no animals in there. There's no custom crops. Crop calendar's the same. So yeah, because we own these in new farmer mode, you won't get any contracts on them, obviously just on these guys. But if you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land. And it did give me a contract on field 2, so you will get contracts on them as well, which is pretty smart. like so. There is no mods on here at all. The painting textures are pretty standard: animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, rock and granite. What else do I need to tell you? I think that's it, guys. I think that is it. Because all of our equipment is up here, scattered around, we're going to lease a pickup and we're going to drive around and see the area. What else do I need to say? In Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, if you come on here, this shed is not here, and neither is any of the buildings or water tank, things like that. There's a shed here that our vehicles are in, farmhouse, there's a hayloft. None of that is up at this main farm. All this down here is, and for some reason this shed is not there either, so just something to note. But anyway, let's quickly lease a pickup and then we'll head on round. I'm not too worried what it looks like, as long as it's going to get us A to B. Right, behind us, obviously this is going to be your reset point. Buy, lease, anything. Got a very, very small shop with our shop menu, like so. So there we are. You can sell off these fences, even the other side, even on the land you don't own. I will point that out. I noticed these. I don't remember seeing any of these on any maps so far on 22. I may be wrong, I just haven't noticed them, but I thought they were quite cool. Spotted them out the corner of my eye. Let's grab the pickup and we'll whiz up this end, because this is a huge area. You've got plenty of room for more things. We've got a large fuel tank here. It is empty, you will need to fill it up, but it will hold up to 15,000 litres. There is big spotlights in the corners of this area as well, which is nice. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there was no vehicle workshop down at that area. But because we have this shed, but like I say, be aware it is not there in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. We've got this shed, nice big open area. It is a base game shed, huge in here as well, with lights and you can drive through. But on the end here we do have a workshop inside. So new farmer mode, you do have a workshop, but you will not if you are in the other two modes. Over here we have a nice sort of lake area. You can get water from there for free, but if we go into this water, you will notice we've got stones. So yes, you can pick these up and sell them, do whatever you want with them, turn them into lime, but you have to own this land. I tried it in Farm Manager and I couldn't pick it up. I had to buy the land to be able to pick the stones up. So again, something to point out for you. And then we've got a sawmill. So you're going to sell your wood there. You can buy it, 100 grand it's going to cost you. Your wood chip out point is just there. And if you want to sell wood chips, this is that chip sell point. Look, I'm not sure what the exclamation marks for. It didn't come up with anything when I walked up to it. We've got two sort of tipping zones, but I guess if you're backed up into this area, it's going to work. And then your planks are going to appear just over here with all the others. Right, that's that area. Like I say, you can see how huge it is. Plenty of room for more buildings and productions if you wanted to. Got a way station there. This was a map on FS19. I remember doing a map tour on it. It's changed slightly. I never actually played on it on 19, so whether it got an update and had the fields added, because I'm pretty sure when I did my map tour this was all empty land like that. It was all empty, so you could do whatever you want with it. But it could very well have had an update and had the fields added in. But we have fields anyway on 22's version. We've got lots and lots of trees. As you can see, they're in different growth stages, and you can just about see the ditches either side of the road. They are the ones that fill up in rainy weather. Haven't tested it, but there is a picture on the mod hub website of this map with them filled up. So let's go into this area. I'm not sure why there's a bit of grass there. It should just carry on as gravel or whatever it is. We've got a small tank here. Again, we can use this. We don't own this land. 5,000 litres that will hold up to. And there's a Karma 16 where you can fill it up with seeds or mineral feed. And a farmhouse. Now, even when you buy the land, a sleep trigger doesn't appear with this farmhouse. So you will need to place one. And also, if we click on that, we can sell the petrol tank and the Karma 16 even though we don't own the land. And also over here there is a water tank, we can sell that, but we cannot sell this house for some reason. But if you buy this plot of land, you can sell that house. I think it's got a value of 10 grand. So a little bit random that you can sell everything else apart from the house. I'll quickly show you down here. We've got more fields, as you can see. There's a track going off to the left. That's got another field up there. Like I say, water tank there. And we've got another field just down the bottom here. Like so. If you wanted to expand to this area or start off in this area. Right, heading on out of there, we are going to go to our first sort of, well, it's not our first sale point, is it? Because we had the wood chip sale point. We're going to go to the sell all sale point. And these fences that are either side of the ditches, you can sell these as well, get rid of those fences. Looks like you can pretty much get rid of all the fences on the map. Now, the edge of the map. I'm not a fan. It looks a bit... I think that's the only thing that lets this map down, if I'm honest. The road abruptly stops there, and then you've got that horrible edge of the map. No offence, but it is a bit. Right, let's hop on out. We've got 3 sort of separate sell points down here. This is the sell all point, though. This is going to be a sell point for wood again, so you come to your icon like you would at the sawmill. And then we've got, it's the Johnson's Farmers Market building, but it will sell, you can sell quite a lot of things here. We've got this sign here, so productions we buy, and in brackets it says front of sell point. So this grill here, I'm guessing, is what you can sell on this list. You can sell all of that there, which is pretty good. Nice option. Round the back we do have another grate or grill just here, with another sign that says back of sell point in brackets, and then all of those products. So it looks like you can sell pretty much everything. I expect things like diesel you won't be able to, but it does take quite a lot. Moving on out of here, we're going to head on up this track, which should appear on our right in a second. We did go past it earlier. It will eventually lead up to where our farm area is. So as you can see, there's no traffic though. There's not any people that I've seen walking around. So it's just you on your own, unless you're on here with friends, of course. This is the grain elevator, which is a sell point just up into there. And then you need to swing around and come out. I'm not sure I like that either. I think it would have been better to have a entrance exit sort of in that corner, so you can drive up and then come straight back out. But the trees have all been planted very, very nicely in straight lines. Just about to see the fields and our farm over there, but we are heading into here, which is our animal dealer. Huge area. So there we go. And if we jump out here, where's the trigger? The trigger's a little bit fiddly. There we go. So it's showing the horse pasture because we do own that. So that's our animal dealer. And then into our farm. So we've got 2 sheds there with some of our equipment in. Like I say, none of these sheds are here in Farm Manager or Start from Scratch. These tracks seem fairly wide. I don't know if that's supposed to be for tyres either side with the grass strip in the middle, but... And there's our fields, some of them. They're not bad sizes, to be honest. Got a water point there. Obviously that will charge you, but we have the river and that pond down at the shop, which I showed you with the stones in, where you can get free water. And then we've got another one of those small fuel tanks which you can fill up. We've got our horse pasture. So if you're not familiar, you'll put in your feed there, water there, and then your dialogue box is there for them. Hold 5 horses. You can open this gate like so. Over here we've got a liquid fertilizer storage tank. You can fill it up. It'll hold up to 173,500 litres of liquid fertilizer, and then you can load out your trailers, implements from there. And then we've got this silo, which is the Farmer 400, so 400,000 litre capacity, just standard crop types. Tip in there, pipe out there. And we've got a farmhouse, which is very nice looking farmhouse. Sleep triggers up on the porch. We're going to jump over there and run around the back. There is no wardrobe function, but you can access that from your main menu. And then we've got a hayloft, just a base game one. So you're going to collect out there and tip in there. That will hold straw or hay, 250,000 litre capacity. And then we're going to head on out. I'll show you the area, the forestry area just over there that we own, because that is where all our forestry equipment is, all sort of ready to go, ready for a bit of action. And that is there. I've just realised I didn't go through slot counts or anything, did I? I knew I was missing something. Right, let's do that now. So what you start off with in new farmer mode is all this equipment, and the slot count is 807. It's going to show slightly more because we've leased the pickup. So we get 2 large tractors, and they are John Deere 7Rs. They've both got slightly different horsepowers. We've got a Max Superliner truck, forestry machines. We've got the Poncer tree harvester and the transporter to go with it. Crampe half pipe trailer, the Dagelman stone picker, Lemkin plow, cultivator, sorry. I've got a seeder, Pottinger seeder, which is nice. Just a rear mower, no front one. And a timber runner trailer for your logs. That is it, guys, for the equipment. Now, if you want to sell off all of that equipment, you can get it down to 684, the slots. And obviously if you sell off all of the sheds at our farm, what I did is I just did everything, the buildings, farmhouse, hayloft, etc. on the farm, and I got the slot count down to 642. There's potential to get it down to 584 because you can sell off the fuel tank and farmhouse down at that other area, and also that shed at the shop area, which brings it right down to that sort of bracket if you want to. Farm manager and start from scratch. If you come on here, you don't start off with anything, no land, no machinery, nothing. And like I say, none of these buildings are here. It is all open space. The fields are obviously there, but no buildings. The slot count in those 2 modes is 628. So there we are. But that is it. That is the Plantation, guys, by Gamer Designs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you like this video, then please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.